Guys, this is our free pass for the Aga Khan Museum every Wednesday 4 to 8. There's nice stuff for kids, so come with your families. But a disclaimer that is a specific version of Islam, not endorsed by everyone, and it is just good for a stroll. I think they could have made use of better language, to invite people to this religion. But again, it's just a museum, so that's pretty much it. Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to visit the Aga Khan Museum, and it's an architectural marvel. As you can see, there's a nice ponds, nice decor just across it, and really excited what things we're going to learn about Islamic history. So come with me and let's find out what's in us for store today. So first we start with the small section, Belial room, and it's a small exhibition, after which there are two other. One is temporary and the other one is the main one. So there's a very nice mini library over here to read some books, just besides the first gallery. The second part of the exhibition, sponsored by Image Power of Visual. So this is a temporary exhibition, and first impressions are good. Here we see a cluster of pictures stacked together, making a very unique art. And again, this is a temporary gallery, so make sure to check it out before it's gone. So the next section is basically symbols and calligraphy to show more about the faith of Islam. And here you can see some beautiful artwork. So very unique artwork here at the temporary exhibition. It seems to be an illusion, but a very beautiful one. It's a nice place to be and experience. So guys, this is a temporary one. It's still very big, so make sure that you guys buy enough time before you guys come over here. There's some nice artwork, educational work, calligraphy over here. So we are almost exiting the temporary and moving towards the permanent one, the ground floor. So this is a unique artwork over here, where there are different ways how light can be reflected. Just trying to see how to make one of the great artwork. And if you keep on zooming into it, you will notice that these are actually indeed cluster of artwork that have been joined to actually make a beautiful canvas. So you can see that it's very unique what they are. And so it was a very tough decision to bring kids on board. However, there's some nice toys, for kids, very high quality, including some that I'm using that will keep the kids busy. So please make sure to visit the small exhibit just next to the main entrance, and the kids can have a wonderful blast. There's nice books to read and nice things to do, all over here at the Aga Khan Museum. So we can use some audio tours before you go into the Aga Khan Museum. Very excited. The temporary exhibition and the one above was very intriguing. The temporary changes every 3 months, but this one over remains. So very happy that we're going to learn something new today. So Islamic art holds a lot of significance because of its simple, symmetric designs, and you can see here a small glimpse of that. Very symbolic and interesting. And again, it's part of the Islamic DNA. Here we're going to see something very interesting, a book on the anatomy of medicine written by Ibn Sina. And again, it talks about how this great man dedicated his life to bring medical knowledge to the Greek, Muslim, and Chinese worlds. Next, we move to another beautiful book about the anatomy of the body by Iranian physicist based in Shiraz. And it's very nice to know that they were such great people, from our culture. Here is a depiction of the different caliphates, or basically kingdoms that Muslims ruled. So it's a very nice first impressions over here. A very rich Islamic history over here. This is the Kitab al-Jaghrafiya, 101 Nights. It talks about the princess Shahrazad as the main storyteller. The book of geography was written by the Spanish geographer Al-Zuhri in the 12th century, and it is a companion for a map of the world commissioned by the Abbasid Caliph Al-Mamun. And this is the astrolabe. It was widely used for travel and part of the Islamic Golden Age. So really lovely, interesting things, These are spanning ceiling panels, and there's a lot of history over here. Let's go in and find out what it's all about. So here we learn about Turkey, and something very interesting that I just came across is that originally it was the land of the Greek, and they have inspired a lot from the Iranian literature. And again, make sure you guys come here and learn about the history. One time it was these daggers that were looked upon. Now is the age of phones. It's like the age of phones now. Every time there's a new one and everyone's checking out what device you're using. During the earlier days, there were these daggers and beautiful utensils and hand-weaved clothes and cloaks and sheets. Quite interesting how much changed over a few decades. So really interesting to see that during the 16th, 17th century, lacquer was started to be used on different decorations and including book covers. So this one is Kashmir, and originally inspired by imported Chinese items, applying lacquer made from the secretions of a yak insect. It basically gave it some sort of a nice texture, beauty, and as you can see, it's quite nice that to see how step by step our art and architecture was evolved to enter the Southeast Asia. And here's the first impressions. It's time to say goodbye to the Aga Khan Gallery. It was a very nice small trip, and again I was expecting it to be a quite large area. It is quite small, good for 1 hour. And one is about the lighting. It's very, very dim, hardly you can make out anything. And the other thing is it's very, very towards a specific type of Islam, basically the Shia. So hope they could have like a variety or use this opportunity, to talk more about Islam, to inspire the people from other faiths. But regardless, it was good. Make sure to come here on Wednesdays after 4 for a free complimentary pass. And that's it from me, signing out. Market, just before you exit, and entrance, basically it's the same area. So nice architecture overall. And there's a Divan restaurant that's outside. This is a nice spot for photos also. You can see some couples over here taking photos. It's again a very, very nice crafted area, The architecture is next level, and it was a lovely time overall. The museum is something else, but the architecture over here is in a completely different level, So subhanallah guys, again the park outside the Aga Khan Museum is just breathtaking, The whole view is mesmerizing. Inside it was different, but over here it's a completely different thing. Lovely, you know, just come for a walk over here. Again, you know, there's an outdoor restaurant, Divan, but I don't know. But over here it's nice to spend some time, you know, and enjoy the views. Very nice artwork, narrative, you know, that it was calling Muslim earlier. They had a lot of religious narratives. However, now people understand more. So let's see the author. And it's interesting. So it was a nice place, this Aga Khan Museum. I thought they could have better used some language for people to understand our religion better. Please go in mind that very biased. It is a specific form of Shia Islam, Ismaili, that they are promoting and encouraging. So please avoid, or if you just want to come and spend some quality like hours or two, you can come over here.